What was that piece that kept you sane, that made you keep going when you lost everything at that moment? What was it? What was that turning point for you that said, I can still do this?
Hey, hey, it's coming back.
Stephen's musical journey began when his mother sang hymns and gospel pearls, and he would try to play the piano along with her. At age 12, Stephen became youth choir pianist for the First Pentecostal Church of Jesus Christ. God opened the doors and opportunities. In 1976, God gifted him with songwriting. In 1984, Stephen wrote the gospel classic Nobody But Jesus. This caught the ear from legends such as James Cleveland to even Oprah Winfrey.
Who was the one?
It instantly became one of the most recognizable songs in gospel music today. His songs have since been recorded by Daryl Coley, Walter Hawkins, James Cleveland, Byron Cage, Vanessa Bell, Bishop Otis Floyd, Bishop Jeff Banks, Thomas Whitfield, Melba Moore, Kelly Price, and many more. Stephen had two sons, Stephen and Sterlen, who both were musically drawn at a young age. While gospel was evident in Robert's household, it was necessary for grooming the boys into young musicians headed in the same path as their father. Sterlen, Stephen's younger son, would take his skills on an alternative path into the world of hip-hop, R&B, and pop. Sterlen was born in Oakland, California. Sterlen and his brother Stephen would set up pillows and hanger rods to play drums to gospel albums. One particular album stood out. It was the 1975 Walter Hawkins Love Alive album. This would become the soundtrack to his early years of grooming his musicianship.
I grew up on Walter Hawkins' first album, Love Alive. It was the script to my childhood of music. I played every song. I would play the piano to it. My brother would play drums. Every chance we get, we would sit at home all day and run the record, and we would play to this record. Still to this day, Love Alive is the album that defines me. So moving along, Jamie Hawkins, who was Walter Hawkins' son, was in the studio, and he knew that I was paying for music. I had to pay for beats. And, he said to me, he was like, why don't you just make your own music, Sterlen? Like, you can play, right? You gotta be able to play. Your dad can play, you play. Why don't you just make your own music? And ever since he told me that, and I would watch him, he used to have a chord keyboard, and I would watch him and Zone make their demos, and I was like, oh my God.
Sterlen met Grammy producer Narada Michael Walden, who produced many classics, such as Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody and Mariah Carey's Vision of Love albums. Narada immediately had a vision for Sterlen as a rapper, but not as a producer. Producing would basically take a back seat throughout Sterlen's early career in the industry. Sterlen began a working relationship with the high school friend Peter Brown. Together, they started a music production company. Sterlen and Peter wrote the smash hit song It's Me for Lil Maxo, which premiered on NBC's World's Most Talented Kids. The song would sell over 150,000 records. Sterlen landed his first music video on BET MTV Like That. That would gather attention from Universal Records. It was a Billy Preston gospel sampled song called It's Alright that sparked the attention from a circle of celebrities.
Come on. It's alright, it's okay. If don't matter, we gon' make it some way. We won't break, we're too strong. From ghetto to ghetto, let's move it along. It's alright, it's okay. It don't matter, we gon' make it some way. We won't break, we're too strong. From ghetto to ghetto, let's move it along. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's alright, it's okay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And most of all, Universal A&R Russ Niblett and CEO Kadar Massenberg. But the deal fell through the cracks. Around the same time, Sterlen's longtime music friend Rome Palermo introduced Sterlen to Devante Swing of Jodeci.
I ended up working with the Jodeci camp, under Devante Swing. This record right now, I had a longtime friend, his name is Rome, and everyone knows Rome, a longtime friend who introduced me to Devante and the Jodeci, and I ended up being a writer.
Cause you know that I love you, lady. Make it sound like Jodeci, like this. 3, 2, 1. Now that's Jodeci. Yeah, just listen. Yeah, don't leave me. Just listen.
Devante saw a vision for Sterlen as a producer and a rapper. He saw a Kanye before Through the Wire. While Kanye was sampling soul music, Devante noticed Sterlen was infusing traditional gospel into his hip-hop tracks. At the time, it was a unique style of his own.
Then you're building someone who's is a lifetime relationship because they keep going back to the well to quench their thirst.
It was at Devante's compound, Sterlen was able to unleash his most creative self. Living with a crew of artists and other producers, Devante Swing, who had an eye for talent, nurtured stars such as Missy Elliott. Timberland and Genuine would begin his new wave of artists, which even included artists such as Keisha Cole and Flo Rida, who at the time were unknowns. Devante felt all Sterlen needed was a cosign. Years later, at the popular Shaw Money Music Producers Conference in Arizona, with over 4,000 producers, A&Rs, labels, and celebrity artists, Sterlen emerged again and brought down the house with his gospel-infused track, World on Fire, and won the beat competition.
You do it all. You was a musician, a producer.
Yeah.
I mean, because I did my homework on you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know how to play the piano, right?
I'm a keyboard player. I'm a church musician turned rapper.
Man, now see, I never seen that. You're going to be rapping on stage with the keyboard.
Yeah.
After which, Sterlen signed to MTL Records and released his popular club single, She Works. While the single was played across the globe and managed to give him a fan base worldwide, it didn't gather the steam it needed to catapult Sterlen's career. Sterlen was left with years to redefine what he had lost. What he had lost was the Love Alive albums he grew up on. After his departure from MTL Records due to contract issues, Sterlen would spend years out of the limelight, crafting his art, producing for artists,
I would say Mr. Roberts. That's what the ladies call him, you know what I'm saying? So,
and even venturing into directing his own music videos.
As producers, everything came in order. I didn't want to buy beats. I decided to make beats. I didn't want to pay for music videos. I had a music video shot and professionally shot on BET and MTV, and I watched them do it, and we didn't want to pay for music videos, so we started shooting our own music videos.
I'm riding another way, yeah. I'm talking another way, yeah. Riding another way, yeah. I'm talking another way, yeah. I'm riding another way, yeah. I'm smoking on the way, yeah.
In 2017, he started his own company, Oakland to Paris Music Group, with his first single, Tan Lines. Sterlen is now set to release his first album. The album is a testimony to his diverse production ability skill set. The album is the most diverse album for yet a single producer.
A really emotional project. It took very long to make.
I show, then I put the yike on.
I'm excited. I'm excited about this project. The album goes in so many different directions. There are gospel-infused tracks. There are club songs. There's R&B songs. You don't like R&B. There's rap songs. You don't like rap.
Can we just get close for a little? I wanna find myself in the middle. And you and I, we got something special right here. So can we get close?
And I don't really know the reaction this is gonna get, because usually you need to stick to one genre of music, and I don't really care. It is my project. It is my collage. It is my expression of music. The album's called, the self-titled, it's called Sterlen Roberts. On the front of the album is a new addition to my family, is my daughter. Yes, for those of you who don't know, I have a daughter. Her name is Bella Roberts. She is making her grand appearance on the front cover of my album. As I was working, she's been sitting on my lap. She's been watching me play. She plays keys too.
Worrying how the story ends. When I let go and I let God, I let God have His way. That's when things start happening. When I stop looking at
The album is the most diverse album for yet a single producer. Gospel, hip-hop, street, R&B, and soul. It's truly a testimony to Sterlen's incredible journey leading him to the right now.
Hopefully I'll be working on my father's album next year.
Every time we have an experience, it is to help someone else with that experience. We never know who. We never know who it is that God has sent us to witness, to encourage, and to inspire. But this
And trying to get his project out because he needs a project. So
laptop. I still play keys. I'm not doing the hardware. I do hardware, but I still mostly play keys. Laptop. Gotta watch movies for inspiration. Got another keyboard, and here's Keith. This is Keith right here. Nintendo.